Hi guys, this is CA Vijay Krishna Dharani, the principal mentor of Kavach Academy. It's been a really long while since I made a video for YouTube. That's because I haven't been keeping well, and nowadays, the minute you even cough or a little bit of fever is there, you doubt that it's corona. And obviously, so I also went for a COVID test, and fortunately, it turned out to be negative. So, looks like probably it was a viral fever, but I'm recovering. So, that's the reason there was this delay in making of this video. Lot of students were asking me constantly that I need to predict a question paper for January 2021 CA Foundation exam. That's actually tomorrow. That is 21st of January. But because of my viral fever, I could not do it. But anyway, we still have some time. And another reason why students were requesting was that for November
December 2020.
2019 CA Foundation, both accounts and law papers which I had predicted, 80-90% have come true. So that was what the trend was. So students were very excited to know what topics are going to come in Jan 21. So here, let us jump straight away into the discussion. So tomorrow, Jan 21st, 2021, CA Foundation Accounts exam, what you should study most importantly. Again, this is just analysis. We don't know if this will come true, but last minute revision is 50% of the work. You would have prepared for almost 6 months to 1 year for this exam. All that is just 50% of the work. The other 50% is going to happen right now, the last few hours or the last day before the exam. So what are the topics you should focus on in accounts? Let us straight away get topic by topic. Topic number one, bank reconciliation statement. 10 markers, mostly it is coming. So estimate is that maybe the starting point could be passbook balance this time, because the last time there was a cash book balance starting point. So this time be prepared for a passbook balance starting point. It could be regular passbook balance or passbook OD balance. In case they are going to ask you a cash book starting point, which is also possible, then maybe they might ask you to make an adjusted cash book. But 10 marks is compulsory from BRS. Get your concepts right on BRS. 10 marks. Next, rectification of errors. I am expecting another 10 marker here with a suspense account in it, because last exam they did not ask suspense account. They were asking an adjusted P&L, which is subsequent year rectification. I think this time the question will be before the end of the year only rectification is happening, but already suspense account has been made. So make sure you're thorough with suspense account and general rectification entries also. Third, depreciation. Last exam depreciation practical problem did not come. It was just a theory question. So I'm expecting a practical problem, 5 to 10 marks depreciation. Be thorough with all the depreciation methods and how to make asset account also. Next, final accounts. Last exam again there was no final accounts question. There was just a small 5 marker question asking you to make a small ledger. So maybe this time they might ask a 10 marker asking you to properly make a final accounting question. So that is another. So when we say final accounting, you should be thorough with everything: journal, ledger, trial balance, final accounts, everything. All concepts should be clear, basic concepts. Next, income and expenditure account may be given, and you may be asked to make a receipts and payments account, but this cannot be properly predicted. So be thorough with all formats. That is income and expense to receipts and payments, or receipts and payments to income and expense, or maybe they give you a trial balance and expect you to make both income and expense and receipts and payments. So this is all your accounting for non-profit organizations. Be thorough. That's another 10 marks. Last exam they did not ask sale or return basis. So this time you may expect a 5 marker sale or return basis. But when we say sale or return basis, it's very much linked to inventory concepts. So be thorough with inventory also. Last exam they've already asked an inventory question of stock taking before the year end. This time they may ask a stock taking after the year end. So instead of 31st March, stock taking happening on 10th April, something like that. Or since long they have not asked LIFO, FIFO weighted average questions, you may have one of those for 5 marks or 10 marks. So inventory, please be thorough. Also sale or return basis, the concepts are very much linked to inventory. So you may have an inventory question in which a sale or return basis question is also merged, something like that. Be thorough with that. Next, Bills of exchange, last time there was a mutual accommodation bill, so this time it will not come. So we may expect a bill early retirement or insolvency. So bill of exchange, be thorough with retirement and insolvency concepts, 5 marks. Next, last time share forfeiture reissue came. Share forfeiture reissue is an important concept. It may repeat again, but there's a good chance of pro rata allotment question also coming. So be thorough with pro rata allotment question also, but do revise forfeiture reissue also because it's an important concept even though they've asked recently. 10 marks. Next, from same company accounts, debenture. So focus on debenture interest and debenture TDS on interest entries and debenture discount entries, because debenture issue question has already come last time. So focus on debenture redemption and debenture discounts and debenture interest and TDS on it. May not come also, but just be thorough with that. Next, average student and account current, every exam both are coming for 5 marks. So both may come or one may come, but be thorough. This is compulsory question. I'll not even tell what to study. Be thorough with all types of average due date and account current questions. Minimum 5 marks or 10 marks also possible. Every time 10 marks is coming. Next, partnership. Last time there was a tricky question of both admission and retirement into a single question. So this time I'm either expecting a standalone admission question along with goodwill calculations or a standalone retirement question along with goodwill calculations. My probability is higher towards the admission question. Also be thorough with hidden goodwill and those kind of concepts. So partnership, admission, goodwill calculations, methods of calculating goodwill, hidden goodwill, be thorough with this for 10 marks. Then consignment. Last time they had asked a abnormal loss question. So this time be prepared for either a normal loss question or maybe more importantly focus on consignment account where there is a markup, where consignor is adding a little bit of his profit and then sending it to the consignee. So markup questions, or also very important is maybe a standalone question of calculation of consignee's commission. So straight away a commission problem is coming. So focus on normal commission, del creditor commission. Sometimes there are tricky commission questions where there's an invoice price given, correct? So there's a cost price, there's a markup, so which there's an invoice price. Over and above invoice price, there's a sales price. For each bracket, we have a different commission. Focus on those because that's one very important question. So that's pretty much it. So tomorrow's exam, focus on these concepts primarily. Okay. I'm sure you would have done your level of preparation. So don't panic at all because confidence is the key for professional exams. It's over. No, don't worry. However, your preparation has been, all you need to focus on is these concepts now. Forget everything else. Just study these. Some students ask me, this much is enough. May not be enough, but with what time we have left for the exam, we can't do anything more than this. So focus on these. Well, these questions will compulsorily come. We don't know. It's an estimate. It's an analysis. Let's hope our predictions come true. Great. So CA Vijay Krishna Dharani here signing off. Tata. Bye bye.